Maria, thank you so much for taking the time today. Really grateful for you being on board with us here on the podcast. Looking forward to learning a little bit more about your background, what got you into crypto, thoughts around kind of female creatorship in the crypto space, and just your general excitement for the years ahead. So great to have you on board. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. And my crypto journey started back in 2020 when we had such an interesting time. Yeah. So yeah, I started to create content about the stock market, first of all, on my YouTube channel, because I was so excited about the stock market and I had no one to talk about because we were all locked in our apartments. And then I shifted to Bitcoin and then to crypto in general, because back then I do believe we had that crazy NFT run and Memecoin run, something like that. So this is how I got into crypto. People used to call me Memecoin Queen before, but not anymore.
Not anymore. Fantastic. I love that you're straight into it. No messing. So let's take it back even a step before that. Tell us maybe a little bit about where you grew up, what your interests were. Give us a little bit of that kind of background and history.
Oh, that's an interesting question. No one ever asked me before about that. So I was born back in long time ago in such a place that doesn't exist anymore. It was called USSR. Yeah, it was a very controversial place. But yeah, and I grew up as a USSR girl. Never thought that I will be involved in such a technology as crypto. Well, obviously, we didn't have it back then at all. Oh, I even was born before internet came up. So yeah, it was a long time ago. It was an interesting childhood, not this childhood that our kids have now. But yeah, I'm excited about what's going on now with the technology and the AI and everything.
Amazing. And I guess, one thing a lot of people do say about growing up in the Soviet Union is like the education was very rigid, very good if you're into mathematics, engineering. Was that your experience of things? Did you grow up with an interest in kind of numbers in general, or what were you interested in when you were going through school and then on to, further education?
Yeah, for sure. Well, actually, we did not have any choice. We had to have all those subjects, and it was kind of strict education back then, and we had so many subjects. I even don't know why we needed them back then, but maybe they built intelligence or something that that we have now, because our kids are so different now. Like I'm looking at my kid who is 15 years old right now, and he has like 6 maximum subjects now at school. And it's such an easy peasy thing for me, because I used to have, I don't know, 15, something like that. Of course, we had to be good at math. We had to be good at not just light math, but very, very complicated something. But honestly, I don't even remember what was it, because it wasn't something I was really interested in. It was something that I was forced to learn. So yeah.
Understood. But did you find, in the long term, there was a benefit to that tough, thorough, substantial education? Like, even the creation of those hard habits, did that help you in the future? Did everything else feel easy, afterwards?
Yeah, honestly, you're right. I was never thinking about it, but probably it built kind of discipline in me. And this is what I'm thankful about, for those systems, for those old systems. And yeah, probably discipline is number one priority right now. Also, when I'm a crypto investor, content creator, you have to be disciplined. You have to show up on time and do stuff, and every single day create something, even if you are just a content creator, or if you are a trader. Even more, you have to constantly learn, do stuff. Either you are just not aware of what's going on in the market.
Absolutely. That discipline serves you well. So we have the early stage, and then we have kind of from 2020 onwards. So talk us through in the middle, when you finished school, what were those years thereafter? Where were you living? What were you doing? Give us a flavor for that period of time.
Oh, interesting. Again, no one ever asked me this question because usually people ask me, "Oh, so how do men treat you in this crypto space? Because this space is full of men, like
Sure.
90% of men." And honestly, I would say I was one of the first female content creators in crypto space because I started in 2020 and we did not have much of ladies in this space. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I'm off topic. So you asked me about my childhood, right? So or something like that.
Yeah, I guess like, after school, talk me through then, like, you're 18, 19, where were you living? Were you still in the USSR? Were you in Russia? Were you in a different country? What were you
Yeah, yeah.
doing?
It
Give us
was
your,
for me. It was Ukraine and Russia, both countries,
yeah,
and Moscow and Kiev because my father was from Russia, my mother was from Kiev. So it's
okay,
kind of for me the same country, the same cities, and
sure.
I did not even think that this is kind of different things or something like that. And
Yeah,
I was very uh, how you call this person who is curious. Yeah, I was very curious about everything, and
yeah,
especially in art. So I was more into art than tech.
yeah.
So yeah, this is what I was curious in everything art, and I was also writing books, poems.
Really amazing, amazing. Tell us,
no
so
one
that was
no
your,
one knows. No one knows it.
well, this is where we want to know. So give us the sauce, Maria. So your career, were you were genuinely, you were working as an author or as a writer? Give us a little bit of what were you making money from during those years? Let's say, what was your paid career?
So no. I was not. It was not my profession. It was just my hobby. I was writing books for kids.
Oh, fantastic.
It was like fairy tales, but it was in Russian, and yeah. So I cannot tell you. You will not understand it, anyways. But it was fun time for me. Yeah, because I'm so excited about kids. They are because kids are so pure. They tell you the truth when they like something or don't like something. So when I communicated with them through my poems, I had the exact direct feedback from them. For example, if they liked my poems or not, I could see it and they could just tell me. So yeah, I was creating some books. Writing some books, poems for kids. And then I was presenting those books, but it was never my main profession. I'm
Yeah.
from corporate job situation. I don't want to mention it because it's a little bit political.
Understood. Understood. We'll leave the political stuff to the side. Totally understood.
Yeah.
And then I guess so. You were in corporate then for a number of years. You obviously you had a child, which is great. And then moving towards 2020, in the years before, let's say 2015, 2016, in those years, where you were obviously interested in like stockbroking trading. Like, give us an experience or a sense of what got you moving towards crypto. Like, did you hear about it early? Give us that whole story.
Yeah, for sure. So I was always interested in stocks. I was just a regular investor. I used to use interactive brokers platforms, something like that. I'm not sure if they're still here anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I was just buying stocks. I was interested in tech stocks like Apple. Then Tesla came up, and I was researching a lot. I taught my son actually bought his first Apple stocks even before they split. So he bought his first Apple stocks when he was 10. And I
Wow.
was teaching him how to buy stocks, how to build portfolio in stocks, and so on. And then 2020 happened, and of course, Bitcoin, we all remember what happened in 2020, 2021 with Bitcoin. Of course, it brought a lot of interest, and I started to talk about Bitcoin also on my YouTube channel. And then I entered the crypto community, which was also very, very supportive to me. Thank you for all those guys. They were adding me to different Telegram groups, WhatsApp groups, because crypto community is very strong and supportive.
Yeah.
And I'm very thankful for that opportunity because it brought me to the next level over the years.
Amazing. Amazing. And when you say you entered in kind of 2020, was that just investing, or you mean in 2020 you actually started making content as well?
Yeah, for sure. I created a lot of content about Bitcoin and then about meme coins, crazy times. We didn't have that much blockchains back then, and meme coins could easily make you 100x and 1000x, not like now, because now this liquidity is spread over the not thousands, millions of meme coins, which are popping up every single day. Back then, we did not have this situation, and making access was pretty easier than now, I would say. So yeah, I got into rabbit hole all in, but I never left stocks, because stocks, it's kind of the safe haven for me, and I do keep my stocks even now.
Amazing. That's great. But talk to me about, like, it takes a big leap from, you know, just investing privately in stocks and that being your something that you're doing to make money, to then pulling out a camera and starting to put yourself online. You know, what got you to that point? What made you decide, you know what, I'm going to try to become a YouTuber. I'm going to try to start making content. Like, what converted you to get the camera out and actually start producing something?
Well, yeah, thank you for this question. Again, I had so much time, free time, because 2020, we were living in Spain back then with my son, and we were completely locked down. Like, we couldn't even go outside. So of course I bought a camera on Amazon, and I started to record myself, because I saw some YouTubers talking about stock market, let's say, and I thought, okay, I can do it better. I can maybe talk to the audience who will understand what I'm talking about, because I will use easier language to bring them this information, because I found that a lot of information online about investing and trading is complex, and I didn't want to do it like this. I wanted to, I don't know, maybe just talk to someone and also to bring this information to the audience using easier words. And I'm still doing it. Yeah, I'm still doing it.
Amazing, amazing. So when you first started producing content and first started uploading, did you have a goal in mind? Were you thinking to yourself, I want to make this my full-time profession? Or was it more just, I want to have some fun here. I want to try to give a bit of value to people. I want to, share education in simple language, like you said. What was the vision?
Yeah, I think I didn't maybe have a goal, but after some steps, I realized, okay, I can do that. I can do this. I can use affiliate marketing with different, platforms like exchanges, or maybe just stock exchanges, not crypto exchanges even. So yeah, because I saw how other YouTubers do it, bigger YouTubers, and I was checking out their descriptions and what they are doing, how they're making money, how they are involved in sponsorships, and yeah, I decided, why not? I can also do it. I'm not I'm not that bad, Of course, my English is not my native language, but I tried my best, and you can even track my whole story. I would say my whole content story on my Instagram, because Instagram is my most popular social media platform with the most following, and I have this highlights there, even shown when I bought my first camera or something like this. Like, and I'm even talking, hey guys, here's my first camera. I'm going to create content. This is so interesting. Sometimes I'm getting back to those short videos, and I'm like, wow, this is such a great journey. 6 years already. That's a lot.
Amazing. And great to see how far you've come. So when you started then, let's say 2020, 2021, were you producing videos and uploading every day, or what was the rhythm that you were producing and uploading?
Well, I definitely remember that I was consistent, but I don't remember how consistent. Maybe it was 2 videos per week, maybe it was 1 video per week. And I tried to manage a lot of different platforms, and I'm still doing it, like YouTube, X, well, back then Twitter, and Instagram, at least, to cover different audiences, because those audiences that are on YouTube, they maybe rarely come to Instagram, and also audience from Instagram, maybe they don't watch those long YouTube videos. So I try to cover all those platforms. Well, back then, even we did not have short videos on YouTube. We had only long videos.
More and more every year, I guess. And I suppose, do you find that difficult now, managing so many platforms? Like, does it feel like at times you feel, goodness, there's too much too much ground to cover, or does it feel good to you? Do you get excited by the fact that you can have a little bit of a different personality on Instagram to a little bit different over on X versus YouTube? How does it feel to you
No,
with the variation?
no, I absolutely love it. It's not hard for me. I think that this is a part of my life, not even a job. So I love talking to my audience. I love experiencing new communications with different types of people from all over the world, because my audience is global. It's not any specific country, it's global, and it changes sometimes because when I move, my audience also changes and this is so interesting. So yeah, definitely it's not my job, this is part of
Yeah.
my life now. And even what's interesting, I even see my life sometimes in terms of Instagram stories. So when I'm outside or doing something, I'm like, oh, this picture looks great, so I should post it because it looks great. It will look great on my stories or on my videos. So it's already this content creation thing that never stops in my brain.
It's blended into your normal life. I understand. That's amazing, really. That just, it means it's so inherently natural for you that it doesn't even feel like any effort, which is absolutely fantastic. So I guess, yeah, you're 6 years into this journey. At the moment, I think in terms of your YouTube, you're around 14,000. In terms of your other platforms, what are the numbers in terms of kind of following?
Well, on my Instagram, I have about 72,000 or 73,000 followers, organic followers, not those followers that many content creators have, like those, I don't know, bots or something. So
Sure.
I want real audience because I want to talk to them. I want to get answers from them. I host live streams on my Instagram, which is pretty cool. People can ask questions in real life, and I can answer their questions. And this is also how I understand what people need to see in my future content, because when
Yeah.
I talk to them, I understand what's their fear or pain or goal or dreams. I don't know. So that's
Yeah.
why I absolutely love it.
You get the instant feedback. I love it. So obviously your English is amazing, but you are multilingual. And do you think if you reversed back in time, if you produced all of your content only in Russian, do you think that you would have like a deeper audience? Rather, I know of course you have a big English audience, English speaking audience, but do you think that there's an opportunity nowadays for people to have like niche language audience instead of just everybody doing things in English?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know because from the beginning, I was surrounded by English speaking content creators only. I never had the opportunity to be surrounded by Russian tech or crypto content creators. And
Sure.
yeah, so I don't know. I even don't know a lot of terms in Russian. I mean, crypto terms, blockchain terms, something like this. And then sometimes I do have some friends who are also in crypto, and they are starting to tell me some maybe token names or some, DeFi platform names in Russian language. I don't understand them because I learned everything and I'm still learning everything in English.
Makes
But
sense.
I do think about this topic that you mentioned. Maybe I should start also Russian channel, but yeah, I don't know. It takes a lot of time. So maybe when I will have my AI twin who can manage
Yeah,
everything perfectly for me, maybe
true.
then I.
Maybe then that makes sense. And I guess to, maybe ask what might seem like the somewhat obvious question, but like you said, 99% of creators in this space are male. You're obviously outstanding as a fantastic female creator. Have you noticed over the last, let's say, 2 or 3 years, have you noticed more and more female creators starting to kind of come out there in the crypto space?
Yeah. And I'm very happy about that. And I saw a lot of female content creators coming to Dubai because I used to, I used to live in Dubai and now I live in Dubai and in Europe. So
Yeah.
yeah, I saw so many crypto content creators, females coming to Dubai, starting their journey there. I did the same thing long time ago also because Dubai is such a great hub for crypto connections, networking,
Yeah.
and still it is a great thing, great city to live and to network. Maybe not to live the whole year because I used to live there also in summertime And honestly, it was not the best experience in the world. So yeah,
A little bit
I
tricky. Yeah.
a little bit too.
Understood. And I suppose as well, at the same time, have you noticed since you began back in 2020, have you noticed more and more female followers? As in, there seems to be much more awareness and literacy around crypto, amongst everybody now, whether they're old, young, male, female. It's great to see that it's much more universal. Is that something that you've noticed with your audience as well, in terms of people who are interacting with you in your messages? Is it much more universal in terms of the audience?
I think we lost the connection for a second, and I didn't hear the
No problem.
beginning of the question.
What I was saying was, have you noticed over the years that the audience that you are interacting with on your messages, on your comments, on your communities, is it much more universal? As in, it's younger people, older people, female, male. It's not just the stereotypical male crypto follower from 5 years ago.
Well, it's not stereotypical, but I do have all the analytics on my platform, so it's easy for me to see what my audience looks like, and I can even tell you. I check the analytics pretty often, and mostly I do have men. 90% men. My audience are men, and the age is 25 to 35. This is the core age of my audience.
Yeah.
But of course, I do see in my analytics that I do have people who are 65 plus and less than 20. So yeah, the audience is quite spreading across different ages, and yeah, so I don't know, maybe we'll see. I really honestly want more elderly people to learn more about the technology, because younger people, they will learn it anyway, they will understand it anyway.
Yeah.
But those elderly people, they are more vulnerable because they can be scammed more easily, unfortunately, and this is what I don't want them to experience. Because yeah, we have a lot of scammers in crypto, and I was recently hosting a live stream on Instagram talking about scammers and how advanced those crypto scammers are. So yeah, this is crazy bad situation right now with this thing.
Totally. Hopefully over time, as I said, that education will elevate, especially as institutionalization happens, more and more as banks and traditional brokers get involved in crypto. So that makes a ton of sense. I guess looking forward, it's already 2026. It's hard to believe. What excites you most about being a creator in the years ahead?
Oh, that's an interesting question, because we see an AI situation right now where any picture can be can become a video, right? So we even see those actors who are already dead, they can become a video, and they can talk to you, and they can interact with you, and so on. So I'm also a content creator, so I'm there online, and my photo can be taken by anyone, and anyone can create a video of me, and with my voice create content. And I can also do it, but I don't want. So what I'm excited to see how real people, real creators, actors, and all those real people who are putting themselves out there on online, on videos and so on, how they will not survive, how they will go through this situation where we have this AI huge amount of content,
Yeah.
created every single day. But I still believe that maybe the audience will spread, so some people will go into AI and they will be interested only in AI thing, and some people will still need and love to watch real people. So
Yeah.
I'm interested to see this not fight, I don't know how to say it. So I'm interested to see what will be happening with AI situation and real people. Oh
Certainly.
yeah.
Yeah, fascinating to see. And do you think, of all your platforms, obviously Instagram is your strongest, but YouTube is obviously longer form, and there's more consumption minutes with your audience. Which platform are you most excited about personally for the next couple of years?
Well, I do love Instagram more, just because it's faster for me because I can get this feedback faster. Also, I love X because people can read posts, but people don't like read. People don't like reading, especially long posts. Well, most of the people they don't like, but some people read those long posts. And when I want to talk to my audience and say something deep, my thoughts or some philosophic things, of course, I do post some posts on X, but mostly I'm excited about Instagram because this is very straightforward interaction with my audience, and I can post a story and get a feedback, or maybe voting on some topics, or doing something, or create a story. Hey guys, I'm feeling this today, that today about the market. And this is what I love about Instagram. So yeah, I'm excited about Instagram.
The immediacy of it, the fact that you can do it anywhere, you don't need to be at the desk with the camera and the lights and all that sort of stuff. I guess it's part of that flexibility is helpful as well, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. This is why I love this platform.
Makes a ton of sense. And I guess then, in terms of your personal excitement, not as a content creator, but just as a trader, as an investor in crypto, I know the market's chopping sideways at the moment. It's up, it's down. It's not a great place over the last few months. But generally speaking, are you excited about the general trend and growth over the next couple of years?
Well, for sure, of course. I'm a Bitcoiner, but I'm also a Memecoiner, which is a strange combination. I know I'm strange. So I do love Bitcoin, but I do love meme coins as a tiny portion of my risk portfolio. I don't recommend that to anyone. Meme coins are super risky, and most of them are scams, and you will never, I don't know, invest in 10 meme coins, and all 10 meme coins would never 10x for you. You will probably lose all your money, but I do love playing with those things. So yeah.
And on that note, I find that actually a really interesting topic. What is it about them that you love? Is it just the fact that it's like walking into the casino in Vegas and you're rolling the dice? Is it the fact that it's just a bit of fun and a bit of a gamble?
Well, interesting. I've never been to Vegas, and I don't like casinos, I think, but I do call meme coins lottery on the blockchain. So
Yeah,
maybe it's kind of playing lottery
yeah,
for me. So this is what I do. And also, memes are funny, they even
true.
look fun. And playing with them is fun for me because memes, they were always here, not maybe in the appeal, in how you call it, of tokens, but we always had memes, like
Yeah,
memes, funny small photos or jokes or something. They were always here. People loved them. You can't stop people from loving memes. And now
true.
we have these things on the blockchain, which is exciting for some people. Some people hate them, and that's also fine. I understand why people hate them, but I love them.
No, I like it. I like the kind of contrast between, as you said, you're a Bitcoiner, but you have space for a bit of fun with meme coins. I'm curious to ask, have you made any money over the years on your meme coin investments?
Yes, this is why this is why I love them. I even, again, I have on my Instagram, I believe I still have this highlight when I made crazy money on meme coins. It was back then in Dubai, and I bought a Mercedes from my meme coin profits, and I was documenting the whole story.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I guess you're speaking of Dubai, besides the summers that you found a little bit hot, was there any other reasons why you decided to kind of split your time between Europe and Dubai? Were you a little bit sick of it, or was it just the weather, or what else kind of inspired you to share your time between both?
Well, I see this shift all over now. People are starting to be more global because we made some money. We want to travel. We want to live in different places, not only in one place forever. Like, I
Yeah,
have a dream to live in Seoul in Korea, in Tokyo in Japan, so maybe in New York in the United States. When will I do it if not now? So I
yeah.
decided to start from Europe, live in different cities, countries, see what I like. Switzerland, yeah, I love those things. And then we'll see. Maybe I will get back to Dubai forever, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, it just shows the way that you've built your life. Having essentially a remote business is really serving you in the best way possible. So, you know, you've designed your life in a way that's very inspirational for people, and I think it will be really exciting to follow your journey over the years ahead. Maria, I've really enjoyed our conversation. You're a fascinating character. I love the fact that you're a real dichotomy between Bitcoiner and meme coins. You know, you have a super interesting history, and I'm like excited to see where you'll go over the many, many successful years ahead. So just wanted to say a big thank you for being on with us today, and I'm looking forward to doing another episode down the road.
Thank you so much for having me. Good luck, guys. Don't trade meme coins too much.